we'll just have a guessing game. Let's see if you remember what's going on, and there are a lot of them. So let's see what we can do. For example, I looked at this. Who in the world is that? Yes, it's Martha Sharkey. Today is a good day. That was our last meeting of 2022. We didn't have last year. What's her group called? Families who experience neonatal problems. That's good that you remember that. And these are kids from one of the, I guess that's Emlyn School concert. The Emlyn School concert that, you know, our relationship to them, a lot of it has been built with Carol's efforts, but other people are now participating. This is
Larry, those are not showing up on the screen.
You're not showing up on the screen?
No, all it says on the screen is Rotary Club at Chestnut Hill. Is there any way to get the pictures on there like you're doing there?
Yeah, we have a lot of trouble with the internet today.
All right. If you can't, don't worry about it, Larry. I'll just listen on.
How's that? Did that do anything for you?
Yeah, it's a nice picture of Jay.
Nice picture of Jay. Okay. So this is Crystal Cesari, who short-term member, but then she moved out to Warminster, I think. And this is I love the shoes that we have here at some of the meetings. Herb Penzi, who he came last week. It'd be nice to see him again. That's his Paul Harris pin. Do you remember, new members? Do you remember that Paul Harris pin is given to people who have donated $1,000 over time? It's not a one-time affair. So some people in the club, you might want to know, just sort of do a monthly contribution, and it does mount up. This is who? No, that's Reverend John Mosley from the New Covenant Church. He came to talk to us. Football. We don't have any of it. Neither of our football stars are. Oh, there he is. All right. And this is Carol Tyler's birthday. And here we are in the club at the birthday, I think. Business meeting, okay. We've been doing our business there. This is, it's
Fran.
Yeah, it's Fran O'Donnell, isn't it? Is his first name? Yeah. It's Pat? Oh, I made him a Fran. Okay. But Kathy brought him along. It was nice to see him. This is the Unipen. I can't even remember what Gemma services do, but it's a.
Right up there in Town.
Okay, and Bo Hennigan is someone, she helps you move, as I recall.
She does organization for seniors.
Yeah, okay. This is Rhoda Moise, right? Remember that she gave a really nice farewell talk. She just couldn't make the meetings anymore. That was all January. February, some of you know who that is. It is Michael DePuma from Face to Face Germantown, which is after Prevention Point. That's our second most favorite local group that reaches out to needy people. And this is the famous basketball.
No, that was Super Bowl.
Oh, that's football. Yes, it is. Sorry. There we are. We did that in February. This is, I can't remember his name, cancer survivor. Jim Rosales.
Oh, yeah.
And these are Power Up Gambia. Yeah, they are Ashna Patel and Isabella Santiago Lindsay who came. Very exciting to see young people get involved in this stuff. And here they are. That is, in the middle is, let's see, I can't remember her name. Carol Cunningham. Yeah. And we will, there we go. March. Kelly McClure is a new member being introduced. Is Kelly here today? I didn't see her. No, she isn't always able to make meetings. This is
Oh, is that the impetus? Frank Perry.
right. Well, we got some good memories here. Philadelphia Hypnosis Center. We had a little exercise in here, as I recall. And then Phil gave a talk. What did he talk about? Let's see who was there. Washington's Crossing is what he talked about. Happy hour in March. We're still, it's a great tradition. I personally am sorry that I can't make them, usually can't, but maybe when my course is over, which I teach on Thursdays, I have some time. Tom's here, yeah, and Shelter Box is one of our great charities. If you looked at Renee McCloskey's recent newsletter, she congratulated clubs who are Shelter Box heroes, and I was a little annoyed that she left out Chestnut Hill because we have been supporting Shelter Box for a number of years now at $1,000 level. Should make it so. This is Chesley Lightsey, candidate for judge, and she won the election. A good addition to the Court of Common Pleas. April, somehow, for a non-sports fan, I won this NCAA bracket. The choice I made was UConn, and I chose UConn first of all because they're the favorite, and secondly because I have a friend whose son teaches there, so that's a good reason to pick their basketball team, right? This is someone to tell it to. It's Michael Gingrich and Tom Cade. Just interaction, social interaction. As they say, leaders and caregivers must focus on empathy and compassion first, business second. You understand only by making people safe will we ever grow out of this crisis, the personal crisis. They were good listeners. Jay brought us a new banner. Didn't get it up today, but we generally have it here, and he takes a lot of effort to schlep it around wherever we go. Whoops, I don't know why that came up. This is Teresa Rogers of Park Weaver, and they're dealing with the plan for homeless in Philadelphia. Our local farmer, there's nothing said. He moves. This is someone who's been here a couple of times. Reverend Linda Ivy of the Germantown Faith Committee Against Gun Violence. You'll see her again, a very unusual dresser. This is Reverend Ivy and Tom Volkert. We gave a donation for camperships at the LaSalle STEM camp. And new member named Oops. Jason Booth. In May, there's the Garden Club. Me with my old style Rotary hat that we have a few floating around. Paduta, Uganda, we just heard about Paduta a few minutes ago. And this is some of the stuff that the students in Paduta have made, and some of us bought a few things. We had little birds also a couple weeks ago. Kelly McClure, 50-50 winner, even though she doesn't come to every meeting, she came to enough meetings to win this. These are Emlyn teachers. Megan Seltzer, Frank Slabinski, and Megan McHugh, they came to talk about what's going on at Emlyn. Who is Michael Cortsil? As I recall, he's from Cameroon's Togo. Yeah, this is a Rotary project, Pisces, meaning some fish development. And it was an international, a Rotary international grant, and Michael spoke about that. Oscar Armas Louis is who? What did he talk about? Is artificial intelligence ethical? That was his talk. In June, we were sad and talked about the death of Susan Gray. I remember as Kathy giving a sort of a mini eulogy here. And we also, in that month, we talked about a plaque at the James School. This is Maggie showing this plaque that's set up, and it comes up in another slide. New member Ernesto, who comes almost every week, he's not here today, and he's out there, all you Chestnut Hillites shoveling snow, I don't know. Rotoclast, which is my personal favorite of as you know, most of you know, it's it grew out of Rotary. Now it's its own organization that we support, and they run medical missions every year, mainly for cleft lip for different areas, and a number of Rotary districts sponsor such medical groups. And remember who that is, a local activist for that? Remember his name? Paul Quintavala. He's a past district governor, and he's very active with these rotoclast groups. Here's our sign that we finally, after years, it's now sitting up by the pergola. It's nice to have it there. And it's also nice that Carol keeps us going, to keep that place going. It's a nice entry to Chestnut Hill or Mount Airy, depending which way you're going. Do you remember what Sunrise Rotary's, I think it's called Sunrise Rotary, what their project is? They actually, because I've been pushing our committee here to give them another grant, it's training nurses in Haiti. And if you recall, we had a Zoom presentation by one of the nurse trainers. It was very exciting. Maybe we can get that again sometime. Painting at the business center, I think that is. I mean, I'm sorry, face to face. Business center was the previous year. This is face to face. Here are some of our painters. In July, new president. We're the greatest Rotary club in the world. Jason Jones, I saw Jason didn't make it today. He's got his membership pin here. For those, some of them, not everybody's had a chance to talk to Jason, but you can capture him right there. John Parkerson is a member. I think isn't he a member? Yeah. He's also involved with the Philadelphia Club, so I'm not sure. He's a member here. And here we have Rotary guests from, what club were they from? Do you remember? Somewhere on the main line, as I recall. Lower Main Line. It's Patrick Broderick, Richard Lee, and Victor Vane. Victor Vane on the right was once the assistant governor. And I remember when he visited us a number of years ago, it was sort of a more formal thing. When the district governor came, we were supposed to stand up and pledge allegiance, whatever we did. But anyway, he's a little more informal now. Here's Pam Rich Wheeler, who, no, she didn't make it, but here she is. She's often on the Zoom with us. And we do support the business center in Mount Airy, a great project for training young entrepreneurs. Our mission is to equip individuals with the necessary tools needed to start and sustain their operations. Here's Pam and some of our group. In August, we had a visit by Assistant Governor. What's her name? Back to May. Claude Epstein is a geologist, he's a friend of mine. What did he talk about? Well, not exactly. Rivers of South Jersey. That's his recent book. So, not a page turner, but it is of interest. Christy Morley, now we're getting, Christy Morley is, I think, oh, with Mistaken Trail, it's not the watershed, but here we go, Lobsters Talk. There's that shirt that Tim can pull out every year. Tim Riley, Allison Dilworth, Lisa Waddell, and Louise D'Alessandro from where? Where? Lingelbach. Lingelbach School. We, you know, in the past we had 3 schools we supported. There's another one where we've been working with them. And Ali Dilworth was a teacher talking about the nature activity that they did. You know, Lingelbach sits on the edge of Fairmount Park. They want to use it. Who is George Buck? There's a guest. Came to say hello from Dayton, Ohio. Sam Morgan. Sam's here. We were talking about shoveling snow earlier. Who's Karen Milstein? Milstein, yeah. Fostering Hope, yeah. And Herb came in, tell us about a pawpaw fruit. This is, some of you know him, Bill Valerio from Woodmere. He's, you know, we have actually with Sylvia Barreau's activity, we have a special relationship in a way with Woodmere, and we'll probably see more of them. And Standish, also from, who is Sarah Laurel? Savage Sisters, yes. It's a funny kind of name, Savage Sisters, but not savage, but really hope for women. In October, there's David Gary getting a Paul Harris pin, which is that was exciting. There are a number of members in the club who have Paul Harris pins. That's something to be proud of, I think. Poet laureate of our club who gave us, I don't know whether a poem or a doggerel, but there it is.
You know, he wrote for Mr. Rogers.
Say it again.
To write for Mr. Rogers.
Yes, he did write. Right. He was actually, I thought he was on the show as one of their yeah. John Nanny for, look where he's sitting at World Polio Day. I mean, he's a survivor. He's in a wheelchair, can't walk, but can't walk very much, but very articulate guy. And he's good. Noah Lamb, one of our educational sessions. What did Noah tell us about? We forgot. Dark matter, yes. Sweet is here today. Introduction. Sweet is a member. And get ready for peanut butter and jelly in a few weeks. There's a picture of their activity. It's a great activity, a great idea, I think. Here's another picture of supplies. Joanne Miller, what did she talk about? Souls Shot. You know, they had lots of funny names of places. Emily Gavin. Philly Care Coaching. Not sure. Again, I don't remember exactly. When you're sitting here, you really absorb it, and then 2 weeks later, it's gone. Here's our dictionary project, which is a great, great thing. We've been doing that a number of years. Carol has been a mainstay of that, but Maggie's involved, and a lot of us went to distribute these 2. This year we did Emlyn, Houston, Lemelbach, and Jenks, right? So. Who's Brandon Johnson? She's rowing. BLJ, again, those are her initials. Community rowing, very statuesque lady and very strong from rowing. Here's Randy giving us a greeting from Thomas Vardakis. Not everybody knows Thomas, but he was a member for a long time, and I think he still regrets leaving Philadelphia, but it's a greeting. Support our schools. You know, Kathy has been involved with that, and it's a great. Frank, isn't that you behind the sign there? Support our schools. I don't know, somebody. Here's our latest fundraising project. I hope I took advantage of this, and some of you did. I guess we'll eventually get a report how much we raised. And Jim, one can buy these basics anytime, right?
Still on the website, Jake.
Yeah, so, I mean, sort of, they wouldn't even call it a great nutritional activity, but it's their fun baskets. My grandchildren thought they were great. Here's Barbara came back from the Buddha and brought more stuff that they was made there at the school. Ann Dicker, who is West Mount Airy Neighbors. Then in December, I'm going through these slides pretty good. I was worried that we wouldn't have time. A wonderful event at Jenks School. We have a couple of pictures of our going there. There's the library dedication. Here's the plaque that we saw in an earlier slide that's put up in memory of Ned Minninger, who just loved Jenks School. There's that sign again. Here is Kathy talking about her father. We have members of the club sitting in the audience. Corinne Scioli. Does she pronounce it Scioli or Scioli?
Surely.
Scioli. Okay, she's from Puerto Rico, but with an Italian pronunciation. And here, Elliot and this is stuff the kids made at the library in the Jenks. And here are all the things that the library does, and we've been involved in all of those. Pardon?
Go back to the previous slide.
Go back to the previous slide. Now we're talking about a.
But aren't those objects done with the 3D printer?
Yeah, oh, right. That's the 3D printer that we helped them get. I forgot about that. Yes. It's interesting how at one time 3D printers were only used for jet planes. Now we have this local school has. There's our holiday party. This might be the end of the slides. We have a few pictures from the party. There's Jay and friend plus Jason and Maxine. Here's Chris and Tom, and I don't know who that's a guest, but Chris isn't here. I know Tom hasn't been feeling well. There's a little music there. With
That was Robin, who was a member years and years ago, and she went on a polio to Madagascar to give polio shots.
well, I don't know if everybody heard that. That was this is a former member who was in Madagascar for polio.
But yeah, she was very active. So Robin.
Oh, okay. Linda Ivy's back. I said we're going to get a fashion show with those shoes and that skirt. All right. And that was our year. Well, looking back at those pictures, I had a lot of fun and I thought people would enjoy that. Also jog your memories a little bit as to what's going on. All right, here comes Ellen.
Gets picked, Larry.
All right.
You know the drill.
The first one is 876,
Okay.
Kathy. And the other one is 898. Any takers? 898, that you, Carol?
Oh, that me?
All right, okay.
Thank you, Larry. That was.
Okay.
Larry, before you hang up, I think it would be good if you could point the camera to the room before we start, and then if you could
Elliot, we
point to the
have a lot of-
speaker.
Yeah, Elliot got a lot of trouble with the internet today.
Oh, did you? Okay.
So I'm just happy we got any internet at all, but I
Okay.
agree with you.
The other thing which is interesting, as you're doing a slide presentation, there was closed captioning coming on under the screen.
Yeah.
Were you able to hear me?
Talk to you, Elliot.